What's up, ladies and gentlemen, weapons? How y'all doing today? What I wanted to bring to you, I don't have this main part that we just got today. The Ryzen 5 3600X. So what we're doing today is we're going to build a new gaming PC. So this is just a box. I had this in my other PC, and yeah, we're going to just take this step by step. I've actually got the graphics card sitting over there, so it's a MSI Gaming X GeForce GTX 1660 Super with GDR 6 gigabytes of GDDR6 RAM, VRAM. So what we went with the motherboard is I actually ordered the MSI AMD motherboard X450 or B450 Gaming Plus Max, and they sent me the X470. I believe it's a better deal. I'm not sure if it is or not, but we'll find out. So we're going to open this up. Where am I not? Did I put it in my pocket? I did put it in my pocket. We're going to open this up. Okay, well, let me tell you the peripheral first. We got the Ripjaws V, 16 gigabytes of RAM, VRAM, capable with it's G.Skill. It's paired with AMD Ryzen 5. We have a 512 gigabyte SanDisk SSD. I know most people go with like the A plus bronze or gold or whatever, but A plus will work for the system. It's an EVGA 600 watt power supply unit, and then also, like I said, the Ryzen 5 3600X. So that's the peripherals. The extra stuff that we've got some screws, and the case is right here. It's a DIY PC case. I'm calling this the Blood Dragon build. You can see through it, and we're going to put some lights in it and make it all red and bloody, and yeah, we're going to make it all nice. So, without further ado, we will open the box up. Oh, and the extra peripherals, this is not a Wi-Fi ready or Bluetooth ready thing, so I got a motherboard, so I got a Bluetooth Wi-Fi ready yeah, you know what it's called, a little dongle. And then we also have a 2 terabyte hard drive to put in there for games and such. We're going to wipe that and format that, and that will be used for games. This will be used for a boot drive. So let's get started. So what I'm going to do is, let's unbox this. Well, I'll set that aside for just a second. Sorry, my table's a mess on this side. But like I said, this is the MSI X470 motherboard. Comes with the motherboard. It has a little True Gaming MSI decal. If you have a disk drive, it has that with your drivers. True Gaming MSI, there's some pamphlets in here. There's cable ties to keep your cables together, are labeled as well. There's a quick start guide. There's a AMD motherboard user guide as well. So there's all that stuff in there. Here's the IO shield. We use that whenever we put it in the case. But for now, and then it comes with 2 sets of cables for your hard drives and whatnot. We're going to leave that stuff in the box and just unbox this on the top of the box. Maybe. Trying to be ultra careful with this thing because it is very fragile material. So we're just going to set it on top of the box and go from there. Okay, so first thing you want to do, let's see if I can remember this. So this has a little pin that is right here, and you pull that down and out, and it'll lift up the chip, where the chip goes. So we're going to go ahead and unbox the chip. I feel like there's something else I need to do. but we're gonna go ahead and unbox the chip and go from there. And I believe this comes with the Wraith cooler, the AMD installation instructions. Put that aside for just a second. On top of here, here's the chip itself. Ryzen 5, AMD Ryzen 5 3600X. So we'll take that out in just a second and put it in there. So what I'm going to go ahead and do first is I've got my handy dandy toolbox, and I'm going to take these side panels off because that will block the ability to put the CPU cooler on there. So we're going to take these side panels off and make sure to save the screws, just in case you need them for something else. Take those off, and normally it's good to have like a little dish or something to put the screws in. I'm just going to set them on the table. Hopefully they don't go rolling away or flying away. I don't have any animals at this current house, so our apartment. And other news, we were trying to buy a house, me and the wife were trying to buy a house, and that fell through. So just be praying for us, y'all. We need the prayers, all the prayers we can get. So just to get us through tough times, and it's tough times for everybody, and hopefully we get this stimulus check and it'll boost our economy to where things are a little easier. Okay, I don't know what that was about. Alright. So, if I had music, it'd be better. I thought about doing a time lapse on the creation of this, which would probably make the video a lot cooler. But I don't know how well it would do. I've never done a time lapse in a video, so I don't know how well it would do. So let me turn that down. Set this aside. Okay, so now it's time to put the processor in. So we're going to go ahead and open this bad boy up. Upside down, more likely is probably a better option. And do not touch the pins on the actual processing unit. Always touch the sides. And if you haven't watched anything on a processing unit like this before, just take it, don't put pressure on the processing unit. So there's a little triangle in the bottom left corner of the, there's a triangle that matches to the triangle on the motherboard, and just place it down. Oh, my hands are not steady at all. Place it down in there, and then after that, put the pin down, and it should be good to go. Looks nice and flush. Looks really good. Okay, so after that, we've got this Ryzen Wraith cooler, and I'm not sure if this is, not sure how this is. I'm not sure if it's got LEDs in it or not. It does not look like it, no. So I believe it's just a regular Wraith cooler. So all we got to do for this is figure out which way. So we need to find CPU, system fan, that's system fan, CPU fan is right here. So we want this cable. Okay, so this is going to be in here like this. So I guess we want this cable to be like so. And then we want to place it down. No, we don't want it to be like that. We want it to be like so. So we can just do it like that and like that. So there's already thermal paste on here. Don't touch the thermal paste. I don't know what's on the thermal paste. But we're going to place it down. Maybe we have to do it this way. Okay, we're going to put it on the right then. We have to do it this way. So we're going to line the screws up. Let me stand up and line the screws up. very well. Okay, there the screws are lined up. So we're going to go ahead and always tighten it up with a counterclockwise. Give it a couple twists, not counterclockwise, excuse me, rotating, alternating sides. So like one corner, the opposite corner, and then so on and so forth. Give it a couple turns on each corner. And don't tighten it down too hard, but these are spring loaded, but you want to make sure that it's not going to move. Oh no, I wasn't on one. Well, I said that and then I didn't pay attention. Alright, hold on just a second, y'all. Sorry, I may have just screwed it up. Wow, shit, fire. It's like these standoffs are not good or something. No, I didn't break it, I don't think. I think it's still good. Got some wiggle in it. We want it to be nice and firm. That's what she said. Okay, that one's down. I believe they're all in there. Sorry I'm not talking a lot, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, it's not moving now. Alright, so I believe it's on there. So we're going to go ahead and plug the CPU fan in over here. So it's a 4-pin fan header, and we want it to go like so. Okay, and then we'll put that down there. Okay, so next step, RAM. Fun times. I don't know if y'all saw that. So the 16 gigabytes of RAM, always do. Let's pop this bad boy out of here if we can. There's G.Skill sticker. And then an AMD sticker over here. We're not going to use those stickers. I think the only one we're going to use is the MSI trademark. But what you want to do here, let's set this on the table, and then pop this other bad boy out if I can. Set the box aside. So what you want to do is you're going to open these tabs on 2 and 4, channel 2 and 4, and there should be a little on your actual motherboard. It should say DIMM 2, DIMM 2, and use those first. And it's the second one from your CPU, and then the fourth one from your CPU, which is your processor. And you want to just drop your RAM sticks in, if you can, if I can. Till you hear a click, like so. And like so. Okay, so there's the RAM and everything like that. So you should see standoffs, okay, in your case. Now, next to the case, I'm going to set this aside for just a minute. Set that aside for just a moment. Okay, so the case. So what you want to do is you want to open up both sides. Take the you can either do both sides or just one side, but I'm going to do both sides. Set your screws aside to take your case apart. And I always lay my case down. I watched Linus Tech Tips do a show off or a showdown not too long ago with somebody else from Linus. And this should just come right off. I'm going to set the glass aside. Okay, and then we're going to take this twist tie off of there. And then there's a bunch of things going on here. There is this ordeal, the fans, and there's also UV plugins and all that other stuff. But we'll just install it first. Install the motherboard first and go from there. So just take these off. In this case, the DIY PC case, hold on, it's the DIY TG8BR case. And in this case, there's actually already pre-standoffs. There's standoffs for ATX cases, for ATX motherboards. I believe. And then there's these fans there. So there's Molex plugs also. So what we want to do, I need to move this aside. Alright, so we're going to set this up here. Put that back down there. set that up there. So let's get this moved up, and I'll install it, and then I'll pick up the camera and show you where the standoffs are. Okay, so the standoffs are here, 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 and here. So I'm hoping that I don't have to install three more here, but I believe I will have to. Alright, so let me get that done and I'll be right back. Alright, so we're back. I got the standoffs put into the case. So we're gonna make sure. I about forgot the most important part. Make sure to install the I/O shield in the back of the case before you put the motherboard in. So all it should do, you should just snap. You got to put some pressure on it. Don't be afraid to break it, but do be afraid to break it at the same time, because it is just aluminum. But it should snap. Into place. It sounds like I broke it, but I didn't. Alright. So let's take our motherboard and drop it in. I gotta drop it in a different way. Alright. I'm such a noob at building computers, I believe. Okay. There we go. Alright. So, now we take screws from this bag, I believe. That's SSD. SATA. Okay. I guess we just take the screws from in here. Save those for later. This bag came from those are the screws. So it's these small screws. I don't know if you can see that. It's the small screws that have like a flat head on the top. It's a Phillips screw though. but it's a flat head. So I need 9 of them. Found 4. 5. 'All right, let me get a bowl real quick. Hold on just a second. So I got this a minute ago. Get me a bowl and dump all the screws into it. Much easier to work with. So, here's one. Or my screwdriver. So where did it go? Alright, so I'm going to screw it in and I'll be back. Okay, so we're back. We got it all screwed in and everything. So what we're going to do now is plug all the PC components in. Also, let's set it up. Make sure it stays. Yeah, it's good. Alright, so now, let me unbox this EVGA power supply unit. I believe it's modular. I mean, not modular at all. I believe it's not modular, non-modular unit, which means that you have all the plugs already plugged in, which is correct. Okay. Which I'm going to buy some extensions for this as well to make it all red and black, but that's all in good time. So, let's go ahead and get that installed, and then we'll go from there. Goes right down here. Was there any screws that came with that? There was. If I could get my tools in order. Alright, so there's 4 screws. Maybe that's, I was trying to use PSU screws for that motherboard, and that's why it wasn't working out too well. So that's why it took a little bit longer than what I expected. So I always do it just like they tell you how to do it, which is going to do the 4 corners first. I'm burning up. I had to shed my jacket. Get this stuff out of my way. Okay. There's one screw in. I'm definitely not a professional at this. By no means. Alright, now what we want to do is mount the SSD. So let's go ahead and open this bad boy up. The hard drive is very easy to mount. I'll show you all how to do that here in just a minute. Okay, well, can't get it up. Okay. So, we need 4 little screws, 4 longer screws actually. So we're going to mount this here. I'll show y'all how to do that. So there's 4 longer screws that you just put in. There's 4 holes in the back of this, and it just mounts right there. Maybe smaller screws will work. Pretty solid, but I'm going to put probably one more in because I can't get to the other one. I'd have to take the, well, no, I'm not going to be able to get to that one either. I'd have to take the fan off. Okay, so let's get everything plugged in and ready to go. Start with the not the PSU first, but start with the fans and I don't know if I have Molex on this board or not. I don't believe I do. Alright, so let's find first fan. JRGB. System fan 1. Okay, so let's run this behind the board. I don't know if I can run it behind the board. That sucks. We'll get it stuff straightened out at the end. System fan 2. Let's find this one down here. Pump fan, system fan 3. System fan 1 right here. Do I have a direct supply unit for that? I do have a direct supply unit for that. So we'll just do that. Run it to the back of the case. Run this up through here. Alright, so let's run these through here. USB 3.0 is where? Do I have USB 3.0? HD audio goes on J audio. HD audio. USB. So I'll have to figure all that stuff out here in just a minute. Alright, so I'm going to pause the video right here and I'm going to plug in all these wires and get everything set up, and then we'll come back with the finished build. Thank you for watching, ladies and general weapons. We're not done yet, but please, if you're new around here, don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace out. Alright, what's up, ladies and general weapons? We're back. Computer's built. It's down here. Down there, the wires are still a mess. Gotta fix that. But what we're gonna do is the initial startup. So here's the moment of truth. And I didn't turn the power supply on. Ooh. Very nice. Okay, so is it going to go to... I probably don't have it plugged in the right place. Okay, so alright, so it booted up. F1. Alright, so here we're in the BIOS. So all our hard work is paid off. Alright, so we got, let's see what we got. CPU base clock 3800 megahertz. Okay. Alright, so memory will have to turn AX amp on because the capability is 3200, it's set at 2133 megahertz. So we want to change that. Alright, so now I guess we want to power the system off. I don't know how to do that from BIOS. All right, so we've got Microsoft on this. We're going to plug that in and see if it'll run Microsoft whenever we start boot it back up. Come on, moment of truth. Moment of truth, baby. Look how nice this is. Look at this. You can see the fans. I'll change that, the MSI thing, but it'll look better at night. Okay, so Windows is booting up. Awesome. Awesome sauce. Okay, English, US. Next. Install now. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put my product key in. Hold on just a second, ladies and gentlemen. I'll put you down to watch the computer. Well, hold on, I'll just be right back. Alright, so we're back, and we put the product code in, and it's getting files ready, doing all that jazz. So, we'll just wait and sit and watch it do its thing. This is so dope. This computer looks so freaking awesome. So now we're at the screen where we can probably take the drive out, the flash drive out. But I don't think I'm going to do that. I think I may do that. Yeah, I'll go ahead and take it out. Oh, sorry, microphone's in the way. So we'll go there. Want to add a second keyboard layout? No, skip. The silence. Away from you. Name of your first pet? Fred. Oh, well, I guess I don't need to show you all this. Hold on just a second. Alright, so we're back, and it says it's getting everything ready for me. And then the first thing to do is download the drivers once you plug your internet in and everything else too. I think there's something else. Oh, I need to plug that hard drive in and format it before we do all that. Well, no, I'll do that after. I'll plug that hard drive in after. But, yeah, that's the basic setup of a PC. It took me probably 2 hours, or about an hour and a half, to build it. Definitely, I think the graphics card was 250. Processor was 240, 224. So that's about 500 right there. The case was about $50, so about $550. The RAM was about $60 or $50, so $600. PSU, I mean, was the PSU was about $60, I believe. So that's another, what I say, $600, $650. So all in all, this is about a $700 setup after tax. So a $700 computer, and it loads pretty fast. Let's see, I have no. Okay, what's it doing right now? It's doing nothing. Alright, so I'm going to go set it up to internet and then go install all the drivers and do all that jazz, and I will see y'all in the next one. Peace out.